Hello, powerful one. Welcome to today's edition of Inner Growth with Usezwa Elimi. Now, we are dealing with shame. I am your host, Usezwa Anthony Elimi. You know me. I am in the business of helping you grow from inside out. That is the drill. Now, let us understand this, that in life, we all play games. And in a game, we either win or we lose. And one of the ways of entering a game in a robust manner is to be willing to be overwhelmed and to be ready to overwhelm the opponent. To overwhelm simply means to score a point, to win or to lose. Okay, so when you overwhelm your opponent, it means you've scored a point, you've made an effect upon your opponent. And when the opponent overwhelms you, it simply means that they have scored a point or they have won against you. It is the way life is structured. It is a win or lose situation. Or could we say a win and lose situation? Nobody wins all the time. But when people suffer a loss, and they are not willing to take the loss, to take the consequences, then an aberration has happened. It simply means that at the moment of that loss, they are not willing to accept the loss. They are so intensely affected by the consequences of the loss, then their consciousness sinks and a program begins to run. And what is the program of shame? Shame simply tells you that one, you are too small, too insignificant to stand the consequences of the loss. Two, that there are powerful forces, that there are people too significant in your life to see you lose. That if you are losing before these people, you are letting them down. So you are not in a position to accept the possibilities of disappointing certain people. You get it? And then, of course, what it's actually saying to you is that you are powerless before the event of the loss. Now, I want you to know one thing about shame. Any loss that you cannot take is not a real loss, because it is a story that you are being told at that particular point in time. The message from the aberrating datum is that this is too much to take. Now, this message is not about you, it's about the opinion of others. So what are the things that give shame to a human being? Number one, you have been telling yourself a story other than the truth about yourself. That's one. And you'll be giving a false impression about yourself to others. And there are certain people in your life that they may know you or they may not know you. It could just be the general society or specific people in your area that you have elevated to a pedestal. You've placed them on a pedestal far above you, and they are more important than you. Their opinions about you, their feelings regarding you are more important than living your own life, because having typed your life after them, having decided, created the reality that your life ticks, your life grows, your life finds nourishment by their approval and their validation, you decided to fit that personality with their goodwill. Now, something has threatened the goodwill of these people. It's like this thing has happened and it's going to remove these people's opinion, these people's nourishment from your false personality. And then your false personality is in pain. It cannot take it. And therefore, you are ashamed. What is the message in shame? Shame is actually telling you there are too many eyes on you. Very important eyes are on you. Therefore, run. hide. You are naked. Go and cover up yourself. Does that sound familiar? For those of you who are students of the Bible, you know what happens to Adam after he ate the forbidden fruits. He had to hide from the source. Why? Because the message in that sinful situation is that you have become insignificant, you have become exposed, therefore you are no longer worthy. That is the message. So what Adam had to do was hide. The message of shame is a message of worthlessness. You are not worthy. You are insignificant. You are too small. You are powerless before the eyes of the world. Therefore, run, hide. And how do people hide when they are ashamed? One, denial. They deny the reality of the actions. They don't want to own up. No, it's not me. It wasn't all of that. They deny. They now even go further. They lie. They tell lies. And the sad part of it is that some of them even take it further when they have some deeper psychological problems, psychiatric problem actually, they end up committing murder. People have killed out of shame. All right? People have lost their destinies just out of shame. So the question now is, how does one handle shame? Or how does one deal with shame? The thing is this: if you have been following my channel, all the videos that I post, I have always said, when it comes to a negative situation, you don't deal with them, really. What you do to a negative situation is that you handle yourself. You handle the data. You handle your response to the data behind those negativity. That's how it goes. Number one, what is the most significant message? What is the most significant pull behind shame? It is that you are being discovered. Your secrets is being known by the wrong people. Therefore, you are not worthy before these people. What should be the right action? You see that personality you have carefully crafted over the years, over the months, over the weeks, crash it before them. That's the first step. And because that personality is not you, it is a negative entity, it is a parasite that is feeding on your life force, on your energy. So what you do is that you give them to the beasts. So when they say you did something, which is an overwhelm, they say you've done something that is wrong, and you know you actually did it. What should you do when you come across such a situation? In order to kill that shame forever, own up and say, yes, I did it, I'm sorry. Now, being sorry is not the same thing as being self-depreciating or self-destroying. You don't condemn yourself, but own up, I did it, and move on with it. And you will see the entire atmosphere douse. It doesn't matter whether the people that you have elevated above you approves of your action or not. But the thing is this: you might be very shocked that you will earn their respect. That's number one. Every message in a negative thought is always a wrong message. Everything that a negative thought tells us is always a lie. So expose the lie for what it is. Own it up. The next thing, which is the tougher point, this is even very tough. It's difficult for people to approve. And then when you feel eyes are on you when you are ashamed, you feel that there are so many eyes boring through your soul and they are judging you. That's what you think. But the truth is that when the Bible says, when we judge ourselves, we will not be judged by others. So at that moment in time, judge yourself. I didn't say condemn yourself. Judge yourself by accepting the truth of the situation. And the Bible also says, Christ said, the truth shall make you free. All right? It's not that the truth will set you free, but the truth will make you free. That is, the truth will create an ambience, an environment in which you self-liberate. Now, the second aspect of it is actually dealing with yourself. Now, how do you deal with yourself in the face of shame.